I see what ho, chaps and chappets, Game Chap and Bert here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, fellows, and I dare say we are discussing here Mr. Notch's situation regarding the recent Minecraft server EULA Uproar, old boy.
We most certainly are. You see, Mr. Notch has become very upset over a large degree of hate he's received for his position on the server EULA changes.
That's right, it seems so, old boy. For you see, fellows, a bunch of angry complainers had been firing tweet after tweet and message after message at Mr. Notch, basically complaining, moaning, and giving him a load of hate over the recent Minecraft server EULA update of sorts. You'll see there have been changes made so that server owners can no longer charge money for the things they were charging money for before.
Yes, indeed, that's correct. And of course, the majority of these hassling Mr. Notch are really kids.
Well, indeed, old boy, many of them are minors. Now, indeed, despite that fact, it seems that the sheer number of these tweets has started to take its toll on poor Mr. Notch, and indeed, he's not been feeling so good for it lately.
He most certainly hasn't. Although it's worth saying that although he's got upset, the Mojang stance still stands on other parties not selling their assets.
Well, indeed, old boy, and that's where it's a bite, I see. But indeed, Mr. Notch recently said, anyone want to buy my share of Mojang so I can move on with my life? Getting hate for trying to do the right thing is not my gig.
Most certainly. Now, this was of course jovial, but still explains how he's feeling about it. And someone actually said, well, how much does it cost? Do you know what he said?
What?
He said, think of a high number, more than that.
Much more.
Yep,
that's right. But of course, fellows, Mr. Notch is known for simultaneously joking and not joking. So indeed, this expresses how generally fed up he is with all this complaining and hatred going on. Now, also, another news outlet asked him a number of, so say, questions, as it were. But indeed, Mr. Notch showed himself to be rather upset with these because they weren't neutrally phrased, and he gave them quite a frank answer, you know.
He most certainly did, although it's worth saying they got their answers very frankly and clearly.
Yes, old boy. I understand that later on they did indeed send him some more neutrally worded questions, so all's well in the end. But indeed it seems this is just going to show once more Mr. Notch is getting fed up of all the hatred going on.
Yes, he is, and he said we didn't actually mess with the EULA. It literally hasn't changed for years, which if you look at it in essence is correct.
That's right, old boy. Of course they haven't actually fiddled about with those terms. They've merely clarified their stance on it and what people can and can't do, but the underlying legal terms have remained the same.
Indeed, it seemed it's got out of hand with people charging money for their assets.
That's right indeed, old boy. Mr. Notch saying such things as the path of least resistance is very tempting. Indeed, of course, because social mobbing is a modern phenomenon whereby people can band together and indeed mob together, and even minors can do this and sound like adults in the process and fling bulk insults at someone online, particularly in a position of power like Mr. Notch, when it's not really anything to do with Notch in the first place. I mean, he doesn't even run the game anymore. That's Jeb's job, isn't it, old boy?
Well, yes, but I think when it comes to foundational issues such as this, people are obviously going to still come to Mr. Notch because he's the creator.
That's how they think, old boy. Indeed, they think Minecraft problem, attack Notch, and if you ask me, it's just not on, old boy.
Well, no, indeed, particularly when in essence, Notch and Mojang are correct.
That's right indeed, so perhaps it's time for the complainer mob to calm down just a little bit, stop this tantrum and realise what's happened, understand the reasoning behind it, and perhaps see that this overall is for the better. They're trying to avoid a pay-to-win scenario, and of course, concerned parents saying, well, I've spent hundreds of dollars on your game, and I want my money back.
Well, yes, indeed, it seems Mojang just has the punter's best interest in mind.
That's right, old boy, but there you are. Mr. Notch in a spot of trouble. What do you think? Do let us know, I say.
Yes, indeed.
We look forward to seeing you again, fellows, in the next exciting news item, I say. Until then.